Hello everyone. So now we will be dealing with post-harvest processing of cocoon, and in this the content of today's topic will be reeling equipments. So now let us see what is reeling. Reeling is a process of unwinding of the silk filament from the cocoon as per the required thickness or denier of the silk thread. The number of cocoons are combined together and reeled to get the desired denier. Now here you can see a number of cocoons are there and their ends are taken, pass through the hole or eye of threader, and then it forms a single filament of the desired denier. Okay, the combined cocoons which are used is called as rose or rosette, and the V-shaped formation of the ends of the cocoon thread is called as balloon. Hole or eye of threader helps in passing of all the threads, and the sericine which is present on the uh, silk filament, it cements the filaments of all the waves into a single filament. Two methods of reeling are there. Direct method, where the reeling is done directly on the two methods of reeling are there. First is direct method. Here reeling is done on standard reels directly. In the second method, indirect method, reeling is first done on small reels and then re-reeling is done on standard reels. Here additional re-reeling and finishing steps are added. An experienced reeler will use the same number of cocoon per end to produce uniform denier silk. It is a very important aspect which is possible only when the reeler is experienced. In case of bivoltine cocoons, multi-end reeling machine is used for reeling and it gives superior grade raw silk. The multi-voltine cocoons are usually small in size. Then there are some defective cocoons are also. These are reeled on charkha and cottage basin. They give you inferior grade raw silk. In India, reeling is done by three methods. Charkha reeling, about 50% of the silk that we have in the Indian market is from charkha reeling. Then cottage basin silk reeling, about 30 to 40% silk is reeled on cottage basin, and very small amount is reeled on multi-end reeling machines. So first reeling equipment is charkha. So charkha reeling. The charkha reeling is a floating type of reeling system where reeling of multi-voltine inferior and defective cocoons occurs. It uses chambon type of simple crusher. Hence, the raw silk that is produced is of poor quality and does not meet with the international standards. Bulk of the raw silk is used by the handloom sector. Therefore, charkha reeling has sustained in Indian conditions. Charkha consists of three parts: a long mud platform with the dimension of 60 centimeter by 20 centimeter by 90 centimeter. It has a fireplace with fixed copper vessel which is used for cooking, brushing, and uh, beginning of the reeling, that is removing the end of the thread of cocoons. Then chimney is there for escape of the smoke. Then tar patti is present at the end of the long stick which is present at the end of the mud platform just above the basin. This tar patti is a metal plate with many holes and it acts like as a thread guide. About 2 to 4 reeling ends are present in charkha. Then the second part of charkha is distributor. It is a revolving wheel. This wheel is connected to the reel by a cord belt. There is traverse, which is a wooden rod. It is placed parallel to the front edge of the platform, which moves to and fro due to the revolving wheel. It has gears to impart diamond shaped reeling. Small wire loops, tar patti that we had studied, is present at equal interval along the length of traverse, directing the reel threads passing to the reel. This is chambon type of crochet which is used in charkha reeling. So you can see the reeling end is there from which the threads from each cocoon goes up into the thread guide, and then it is intertwined. The thread from the left side is intertwined with the thread of the right side, and they move to the opposite direction over the crusher wheel and then into the reel. Because of intertwining, what happens is the water is removed from the thread. Then the third part of charkha is a reel. One reel has four ends. The reeler soaks and boils the cocoon in boiling water kept over the fire. Then he or she removes the floss and transfers the necessary number of threads into the hole of the thread guide or tar patti to form a single thread. The single thread that is formed is attached to the reel and turned manually. Two threads coming from two holes are intertwined in the chambun type of crochet. It passes to the charkha reel. So this is a diagrammatic representation of charkha reeling, where cocoons cooked at the mud platform. From them the thread end is removed and then it passes through the eye or tar patti or wire loop of traverse. Then it passes over to the it intertwines and then passes over the crochet reel, then over the distributor, and then finally it will move on to the reels for reeling. Merits are, it is very simple to use. Usually the people who do charkha reeling have charkha made in their own village by the carpenter, and they use it in their backyard for reeling the silk. It is low cost because equipments are not costly, number of people required are less, same person does all the work, amount of silk reeled per person is high. Defective and multi-volatile cocoons can be reeled very economically on charkha. Nowadays, improved models of charkha have been designed by Central Silk Research Training Institute. It has oven to save the fuel and prevent dust and smoke, and it also has Tavelet type of crochet which is better than the chambon type. Demerits of this method is limited cocoons can be cooked and reeled. No storage can be done because a person does it at his home in the backyard, and storage of cocoons is not possible. Reeling has to be done immediately. Poor quality silk is produced because there are formation of lumps and it is not of uniform denier. Poor winding and uneven threads are there. High temperature, which is around 40 to 45 degree in the reeling basin, harms the hands of the reelers. Smoke and dust spoils the luster of silk. No standard size is there. In different parts of India, the silk reeled on different charkhas are different. The next is cottage basin reeling. Cottage basin silk reeling. This reeling equipment is designed in India based on the principle of Japanese multi-end reeling machine. Here cooking is done separately by 3-pan method. The reeling unit is made up of 4 to 6 copper reeling basins fixed on a table and supplied with hot water tap. Separate boiler is there to generate the steam and for heating the water. In each basin, 6 ends are reeled. So each basin has its own travelet crochet enabling twisting of the thread. This removes water and gum spots and you get better silk fibers. So this is the diagrammatic representation of tavelet type of crochet. The reel frame are fitted 1 meter apart and parallel to the reel bench. The height of the reel bench is such that the reeler can sit comfortably on the stool and handle it. The thread reeled on small reels are re-reeled to make standard sized hunks. Cottage basin reeling equipments may be either hand driven or motorized. The silk reeled is superior to charkha but not at par with the international standards. The third type is multi-end reeling equipment. So here you can see there is a separate cooking unit, there is a separate reeling unit. and the reeling unit has benches with basin. Multi-end reeling equipment has two parts: an automatic cooking unit where tubs are there for cooking the cocoons, and a reeling unit which consists of reeling basin, jet bout, thread button guiders, traverse guider, small reels, etc. Reeling basins. Reeling basins are made up of copper arranged in two rows parallel to each other. Total 10 basins are there in one machine. The number of jet bouts and reeling ends correspond to the number of reels. In Indian multi-end reeling machines developed by CSTRI, there are 10 reeling ends. This is the diagrammatic representation of reeling basin in multi-end reeling machine, where there are different compartments, one for brushing, one for end collection of waves, one for the reserve stock, one for gathering of the reeling waste. Then it has a overflow pipe for removal of excess water. The corners are rounded and the basin is roughly 10 to 12 centimeter deep. Jet bout. Jet bout is located 10 meter above the water in the reeling basin. It rotates at 500 rpm. All the reeling ends coming out of the jet bout pass through a porcelain silk button guider with tiny hole. This silk button guider removes extra slubs and gum spots, making the silk fiber uniform. This is the diagram of a jet bout, where you can see there are two cylinders fixed on the jet bout frame. The outer cylinder is a revolving tube and the inner one is a fixed tube. Inside the inner tube there is a fine pore through which the thread passes. Then traverse guiders. There are four guiders are present. They help in having long and narrow winding on the hand of the reel. Then there is presence of small reels. Circumference is roughly 75 centimeter. They are fitted into the reel carriers and move due to transmission shaft connected by the gears. Importance of multi-end reeling machine is: reeling is smooth and easy due to the speed regulators and vibration free movement. It helps in getting durable silk thread. Production increases with better quality reeled silk and reduces the waste. This is diagrammatic representation of reeling process in multi-end reeling machine, where the cooked cocoons are in a tub. Then the groping ends pass the cooked cocoon to the picking end. So from the picking end they are sent into the bath. From the bath the reeler picks the cocoons and feeds it to the jet bout. For reeling the thread, about 16 cocoons are picked by the reeler per minute. Some cocoons in the process get dropped down. They are passed back to the groping end, and from there again they start to the picking end, then to the standby bath, and again to the reeling end. And from the jet bout they go to the silk button. From there are four guiders, the traverse guiders through which the thread passes, and then they are reeled on small reels. So we end up with different types of reeling machines especially used in India. Thanks.